Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to another video. For today's vlog, I am going to be taking you guys shopping with me for my 2025 reading journal. Last year, I made it a New Year's resolution to do some self-care, and I scrapbooked last year. And I had a hard time towards like the summer to end of the year keeping up with it, but I am still working on it and I will continue it. However, this coming up year, I want to dedicate my time for self-care to my reading journal, because I typically will just take photos and screenshots of the books that I've read each month, and then I will also update my Goodreads. But I feel like a reading journal will be a lot of fun to create. And then I already do monthly checkups to see how many books I read and to kind of just review like what I did read compared to my TBR, like what I wanted to read. So I thought that would be fun to bring you guys along with me to go shopping for a new journal and a few new supplies for my arts and craft. In this video, I also plan to get started on my journal, and we'll give you guys a little flip through of all that I create. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys are checking in with yourself and really reflecting on 2024 and kind of where you want 2025 to head. Make some improvements, make some goals, and have a great new year. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. A few hours later, and I finally made it to Hobby Lobby. Let's see if I can find the journal that I'm looking for. I'm really just looking for a few different art tools for decor and little layouts. Those are cute. So aside from my journal, I'm just looking for some stickers and decor to go in my journal. So I found some stickers and some pens so far. So these are the journals that I want, but I want it to be dotted, not blank, and I've only found one dotted journal, but it doesn't even have a tag on it. Well, it does, I guess, but it looks all like used. The rest are all blank. Great. I think this is the cornered edges that I'm looking for. So I might have found one. They were mixed in with the art supplies. Wait, actually, I like this one, but I don't like these colors. Alright, you guys, I just left Hobby Lobby. I am headed to the grocery store, so once I get home, I will check in with you guys and share with you guys everything I got at Hobby Lobby, and then I will get started on my reading journal. I'm so excited. I've been looking at spreads on Pinterest and creating a notes on my phone of everything that I plan on adding to my journal, and so I'm just excited to set myself up. I have a week before the new year, so I have time to set myself up to have a successful journal, because in the past I've tried a bullet journal for just like my everyday schedule and things, but I'm not really a planner like that when it comes to paper. for like planning day-to-day things, so it didn't really last. But for reading, I have been updating, like I am interested in updating my reading journal every month, so I look forward to having that and having it already pre-ready for me, so each month I can just add in my planned on readings and then update it at the end of the month. And so I can show you guys all that once I get started, but I'm so excited to show you guys what I got and kind of just get started on this journal experience. So okay, I don't know if you guys could see, but I'm at Michael's. The trees are in the way, but I'm headed into Michael's. Don't think I'm getting anything. If anything, I want to see if they have different journals, because the one at Hobby Lobby was not what it is, the one I want, but I didn't like that I didn't get to select a color. It was only the only black one that had a sturdy back that I found. And so I'm gonna look in Michael's to see if I find one here. And then I'm also gonna check out some highlighters, just because all the markers that I currently use for my scrapbook are old, and I was using them last night and they don't work very well. So I'm just gonna go check highlighters, journal, and then just browse around really quickly.
With extended product protection, you'll enjoy easy replacement of craft.
I found what I was looking for. I'm done with the shopping for my journal because I've spent more than I thought I have, or that I thought I would, but I got what I need, and now I need to get home. Alright, you guys, I made it back home. I'm gonna do a really quick Michael's and Hobby Lobby haul on the things that I got. The first store I went to was Hobby Lobby, and so I'm just gonna show you guys what I got. I got this box to store my journal and my supplies, because I have not really much space to store the things that I'm using for like arts and crafts. So for now, this is gonna be my storage box. I think it'll fit my journal just fine. Originally, this is the journal I went with. It was the all black journal. It does have the dots. It is a bullet journal, but they did not have any other bullet journals. This was the only one I found with a hard enough base like cover that I liked. The other ones were really flimsy and I did not like that. I also found some pens, because I have, like I told you guys, my old pens and markers are pretty old and like used down and they don't work very well. So I also grabbed me some paper, and these are just cute little accent papers I can add to my journal, and I thought these were super cute. I was originally looking at the full-size paper, but I realized my journal's not that big and I shouldn't need a full-size sheet of paper, so I went with the smaller one. Plus it's cheaper. I found this cute little happy face bag. I'm feeling that this year is going to be full of joy, happy, colorful, peaceful vibes, and so I felt like this matched really well with this, but I don't think I really grabbed this. I think I grabbed this first, and then just kind of all the colors and everything just happened to flow. I also got these letters because I do have some letters, but my letters are like teeny tiny, and I also thought these were nice and colorful and cute, so I got this set of stickers. I also got this edged cutter. I've never used this before, but I know that if I add like paper into my journal, I can cut the edges to make it curve like the rest of the pages instead of it being like sharp edges. I grabbed me some new pens because, first of all, the pens I use I don't even like, and I like that this one has 3 different sizes, so I can figure out which one works best. And then I grabbed a pair of scissors just for my arts and crafts, and that's everything I got from Hobby Lobby. I stopped at Michael's. and grabbed a few more things. I was looking for a different journal. Well, I just want to see their options of journals, highlighters, and then I was also looking for some tiny star stickers so I can do my ratings. Hold on, Ayla. But I couldn't find those, but I'll be on the lookout for those. But I did grab me a pack of highlighters just to use these as my coloring, like the layout for my journal or like my calendars and things. And I went with this notebook. This is going to be my 2025 reading log or reading journal, and I can always use the black one as a backup or for extra pages or whatever. And then I wanted some binder clips. I actually saw binder clips at Hobby Lobby, but I didn't think I wanted them. But then later realized I don't have any binder clips at work. I mean at home, because I have them all at work. And so I found these like artist clamps that I thought would be good when I'm holding down my pages to like do a page. And so I grabbed 2 of these. And then that's pretty much it from Michael's. But at something I was also looking for but didn't find was a ruler. And I know I have a ruler, but my ruler that I have has like this cork at the bottom, and I don't like that the base is like not aligned with the edge, so it would always make my lines crooked. So I just got a wooden ruler at Walmart. And so this is everything I got for my reading log. Oh, also there's some black, let me show you. I also grabbed 2 sheets of black paper because on one of my spreads I want to do a DNF page and make it look cemetery-like. And so basically DNF means a book that I did not finish, and so I wanted to do that page with black. I saw this once before done from one of my favorite YouTubers, and I thought that was a really cute idea. So I grabbed some black paper. I can just glue it in and use one of my white pens to create the designs and to write on it. So I thought that would have been nice and fun. And I feel like that will also encourage me to DNF a book, because I'm on a current streak of not DNFing books. I kind of finish them and then just regret it. But that's everything I bought. Alright guys, I am back. It's been a few days and I want to go ahead and just kind of encourage some of you guys to maybe start a bullet journal or a reading journal this coming up new year. The last clips were recorded a few days ago when I went shopping for all of the supplies, and it's been a few days since I've actually been working on my spreads already. My spreads have been taking so much longer than I expected, but I've been enjoying it. It's been my little outlet when I want something to do. So I've been having a lot of fun just kind of doing some research, doing some searching around, finding some different spreads that I want to include in mine. And so before I show you guys my flip through, I kind of wanted to share with you guys kind of everything that I've done before I got to this point. So when I first knew I wanted to do a reading journal, the first thing I did was some research on different spreads on Pinterest. I looked on Pinterest and I kind of scrolled through reading journals. I just searched reading journals and scrolled through them until I found some that I liked, and then I screenshotted them, or just you could save them or pin them. And then I went through everything that I liked and I kind of just organized it to make it make sense in my journal. Like, where do I want things to go? And so once I finally had an order, that is when I went to go get the supplies. The next few clips, you're going to see me starting off with my spreads. My spreads already have me, they already have the pencil linings in the book. You're going to just see me going over those, and I'm letting you know now, I am not a perfectionist when it comes to art or anything, because if I am too critical of myself and how I'm performing on something, I won't do it. And so you will see me make mistakes. I will either clean it up or just leave it as it is. I don't really care. Like, the purpose of this reading journal is to document my reading experience throughout the year. And so I know all of this is a lot. It might sound like a lot, but honestly it was a lot of fun. It was kind of like a little brain numbing experience. I threw on an audiobook while I was doing this and just kind of listened to a book and worked on my journal. And then obviously, like, I have 3 kids, so it's not like I got to spend a couple hours doing it. It's been done over a few days and I'm still not done with it. So I'm gonna show you guys me finishing up my journal, and then I will do a flip through at the end. So here's my journal. Once you open it, you see the cover page, which is my name and the year. I love the shelf that I added with the flowers, the camera, and the books just to top it off. The next page is my goals page, where you see a list of my goals, which are to read 50 books, to stay consistent with my journaling, not to be afraid to DNF a book, to dive fully into the text, and to really go into my content. There's a funny story behind this ratings page. My daughter actually destroyed it, but I went ahead and recovered it by adding a purple page. The rating system is just a way for me to remember how I'm rating my books throughout the year. This TBR cart is just a list of books that I look forward to reading throughout the year. I might not get to every single one of them, but it's just a good go-to list to check like when I need to look for a new book. And then obviously I have my goal, which is 50 books. So each book I complete, I will be marking it off based on the type of way I read it. Here I have a list of 2025 reading books. I plan to just print out some pictures and glue them all in and hopefully fill it up by the end of the year with all the books that I've read. Next, I thought this page was super cool. I ended up just listing in all of the books I read starting at December 2023 all the way up until December 2024. So these are just all the books that I've read over the course of my reading experience. Next, I have my little creative library where I will be adding all the books that I read onto these shelves, and it's just another visual representation of all the texts that I've read throughout the year. Next, I have some book series that I'm looking to read this year. Some of them I have already started, as you guys can see. As I read a book in a series, I will just mark it off. And then I have my overview just to calculate how many pages and books I read each month. Next, I have my top 25 books. I'm just going to add the titles to the names of the books that I find really interesting that I liked over the year. And then that will help me break down my top book of the year. So I use this little bracket to kind of come up with a way of determining the best book ever for 2025. I thought this is probably one of my favorite pages. I love this layout on how I created it and how colorful it is. It's super cute. Next, I have a layout of the calendar in a year. What I plan to do here is just use these monthly calendars to kind of highlight which books I'm reading and for how long. So if I'm reading a book that took me a week, I will highlight a week's span and write the name of that book just to look back and kind of see how long it took me to read books and was I reading multiple books at one time. Here's my monthly tracker, and this is going to be how I just easily highlight which books or how many books I'm reading each month. I can write the names of the books here. I put 5 in each month because my goal is to read at least 4 books a month. And then I have my genre tracker just to see what am I really into each of these months. Then here I have my DNF cemetery where I will be putting book covers to the books that I did not finish. Okay, now we're getting into the upcoming stuff. So here's my January spread. I thought it was nice and cute and colorful. I really just love the theme of this journal so far, and I look forward to continuing to add to it. Here's a random quote I found online, and I don't even know if that's really who wrote it. I just added it because it's cute. But here's my January wrap up and synopsis page where I will be adding the books that I read and a little bit more depth as far as like how many pages I read, the genre of the books from that month, and then what those books were about so I can look back at it. So that wraps up my journal for 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.